Hello out there, and good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, depending upon what time you are watching this pre-recorded or even this live now. I'm Lateka S Carter, and I wanted to come on and encourage you today. For a lot of us, we've moved into that 21-24 fast for the month of January. So I wanted to kick it off on Monday, January 8 for new beginnings. And those who listen and have tuned in to the church, LSC Global Ministries, E-Church, this is our year to A, where it's going to be accelerated. It is a year of acceleration where we are coming into expansion and exposure, my goodness. So I wanted to ask the question, how are you living in 2024? I want you to really think about that. Now, I know there's still 11 months in this year, but you got to be proactive. You have to be intentional in living the life that you know you're setting up this first month in the year. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, beautiful Katessia. God bless you. So good to see you. I'm asking the question, how are you living in 2024? And you know, my one word is accelerated year of expansion and exposure. However, as I was really praying this morning, looking for guidance and direction, not only on today, but throughout this month. And of course, we're already moving into the entire year. But I want to come on and encourage, be your destiny pusher, if you will. When we think about this year, it is time for us to live a healthy, wealthy, well-balanced year in 2024. Healthy, wealthy, well-balanced year in 2024. So think on the things, what is causing you not to live healthy? What is not causing you to live wealthy? Or what are those things that are causing you not to be well balanced in your life? Now we have to think about our mental health, our emotional health. That has to be balanced. We have to be healthy. So that means to have a mental good stability, to have an emotional where it's stable. You have to pay attention to those people you are allowing into your circle, or you're allowing to speak into your life, or even hang around. We can't afford to tolerate foolishness this year. We are all getting older. This is another year. If you haven't already celebrated your birthday, should you live to see it, you're going to turn another year wiser, right? So we know that if God blesses us to see that day, how we lived in previous years should not be the way that we are living in this year. So what is stopping you from living a good physical, healthy life? And only you can really answer these questions for yourself. If we are saying and we're speaking affirmations out of our mouths, we still have to do the work. We're setting atmospheres, we're setting our mental, where we're speaking to our minds, we're speaking into the atmosphere, and we're telling ourselves what we're going to do, who we're going to be, what we're not going to tolerate. We're pulling in all of those wonderful things, but we still have to do the work. And there are going to be times where you're going to find you may be tried throughout that day. People are going to come for you, but you can't always clap back. And you have to make sure, however you're setting the tone for your day, you keep that tone, or you allow it to elevate, if you will. So if you know you want to have a peaceful day, you got to set it off. If you want to have a day that is joyful, where you're feeling happy, you're feeling good, then you got to set it up in the morning when you wake up. You have to be the one to set the tone and to keep that tone where you stay emotionally balanced, and even making sure you're eating the right things that your food can tolerate. That your body can tolerate, that you can walk it out and live that productive life that you deserve to live, as well as financial health. Financial health. Health is wealth, but also our finances need to be in check. We need to see where our money is going. We need to learn how to invest. Not only invest in your right now, but invest in those things that will be able to bring you back the return that you know you need to have for 2024. This means we have to do our homework to really get to tap in to know who we are, not who we were in 2023, 2022, and so forth. We need to know who we are and what we desire to be and do in 2024 and start walking it out. Start doing what we need to do to make that happen. Start connecting with the right people so even the right resources can come along in our path. It is time for us to stop living beneath our privileges and living beneath what God says, how God says we should be able to live. It is time for us to rise up and really live the life that we deserve to live. And it all starts with you. It starts with self. We can't blame anyone else for our problems. We can't blame people for where we are in our lives. We need to stop blaming the past, saying because this happened to me. You can rise above those situations. You can rise above those things that have tried to hold you down and hold you hostage. But it starts with you putting your foot forward and saying, I'm going to walk this life out the way that I know I deserve to live. We have to let go of bad habits. We have to continue, because if we continue to operate in bad habits, those habits that we have had throughout the years and we haven't broken those cycles off of us yet. It could be bad spending habits, bad eating habits, bad sleeping habits, hanging out with the wrong folks, doing the wrong things, going to the wrong places, what have you. Because here, I want you to understand what you speak out of your mouth, what you do in your life, it will produce. Whether it produces good seeds or it produces bad seeds, it's still going to produce. And in this year, because we are living in an accelerated year, it's going to multiply and it's going to multiply fast. So you really have to pay attention to what you're speaking out of your mouth, where you're going and what you're doing with your life. You have to be intentional in this life for 2024. So if you're producing good seeds, you're going to reap good results. And it's time for us to see God results. It's time for us to put God in our plans. It's time for us to inquire of God and ask him, what is it that I need to be doing? What is it that's on the inside of me that I need to tap into? Because when you tap into those things that God has placed inside of you, the talents and the gifts, you start working it, it's going to multiply and it's going to carry you far. And you're going to start feeling good when you get to hone in on who you really have been created to be. It is your life, whether you live it well, you live it poorly, or you make decisions. However you do, those decisions are going to come back in some form. So why not kick off January making right decisions? And it all comes down to you, not just speaking. This will be the year that I live a healthy, wealthy, well-balanced life, but also putting the work in, also producing good seeds so that you can have God results. I want God to sign off. He don't need to co-sign because he already signed off. I don't need a co-signer. Okay. If God already said that what he has for you, it is for you and it's going to happen, then you need to set your feet on the ground and get to moving. Not just speak it out of your mouth, but do the work. And I want you to repeat after me. I will live to see God results. I will live to see God results. I will live to see God results, not just in your life, but also in your relationships. So again, how is your year set up? Accelerated year of expansion and explosion. How are you going to walk it out? You're going to do what you need to do and not just speak it out of your mouth. You're going to apply not just lip service to your own life, but foot service too. And as you begin to speak things out of your mouth and put foot to the pavement and start working, you're going to start seeing good results, because we must live this healthy, wealthy, balanced life. And when we do, we can rest assured we're going to start seeing the results that God has signed off on. All right. This is the end of my broadcast today. I'm getting ready to start my day working, being healthy, wealthy, wise, and turning up. Because life is what you make it. And I have chosen to make my life productive, where I'm seeing God results. I hope you decide to do the same thing. And I pray this video has encouraged you today or tonight, depending on what time you watch it. Have a wonderful day. Peace and blessings.